All right, today we're going to break down something so fundamental to music, you might not even realize it's there. We're talking about the steady beat. Think of it as like the invisible skeleton that holds all our favorite songs together. And trust me, once you start listening for it, you're going to hear it everywhere. I mean, of course you have, right? We've all been there. A great song comes on the radio, and before you know it, your head is nodding or your foot just starts tapping all on its own. It's totally automatic, a pure reflex. And what's so cool about it is you don't need any musical training to feel it. It just connects with us on this really basic primal level. But what is that invisible force? What are we actually reacting to? Well, it's got a name, the steady beat. And the definition is actually just as simple as the feeling. A beat is just a steady pulse in music. You know, a great way to think about it is like a heartbeat. It's regular, it's consistent, and it's the foundation for everything else that's happening in the song. Okay, so knowing what it's called is one thing, but how do you actually teach someone to internalize it? You know, to go from just knowing the idea to really feeling it in their bones. Let's put ourselves in a classroom for a second. How would you do it? Well, the lesson plan for this is actually kind of genius in its simplicity. You start with something physical, just marching in place. Then you add another layer, clapping along. Then you turn it into a fun little game, and you wrap up with some focused listening. See what's happening? It's all about connecting your body to the sound. And listen to how a teacher might actually say it. It's so direct. There's no complex music theory, no big fancy words. It's just an invitation. Listen, feel, and move. Step, 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 step. That simple act of walking literally becomes the pulse. It's brilliant. Now, here's where the rubber meets the road. This is how you can tell if the lesson is actually sinking in. It's a classic game called Stop and Go. So here's how it works. Part 1 is super easy. The music starts playing, something with a really obvious steady beat. And the only instruction for the students, just march. That's it. They have to line up their steps with the pulse they're hearing. They're basically becoming the beat. And then, bam, the teacher cuts the music. Just like that. The pulse that was guiding them is completely gone. So, what happens now? What do you think they're supposed to do? They freeze, right in their tracks. And why is that so important? Because it proves they weren't just wandering around. They were physically locked into that beat. When the beat disappeared, they stopped. The absence of the beat is just as important as its presence. And that right there, that reveals the whole point of the exercise. This isn't about memorizing a definition for a test. The real goal is to get people to understand the concept and respond to it with their bodies. That little game proves they can do it. And that's really the big takeaway. Learning about the steady beat isn't step 1 on the road to becoming a music theory nerd. Nope, it's way more fundamental than that. It's about teaching your body to listen and react to the very heartbeat of music itself. So, the next time you're out and about, listen for it. Yeah, you'll hear it in songs, but you'll also hear it in the rhythmic clicking of a turn signal, or maybe even the steady drip of a leaky faucet. That pulse, it's everywhere. So the only real question is, now that you're thinking about it, where are you going to notice it first?